In the fall of 1959, I picked up a copy of the Urantia book while browsing in a Chicago bookstore. Over the next 5 or 10 minutes, I perused the table of contents and read a few random passages of the text. I concluded that the book was probably just another occult, metaphysical production. I set the book down on the display table and briefly wondered if it would be worthwhile to start reading this weighty volume. The next day, I returned to the bookstore with no doubt in my mind. I had definitely decided to buy and read the book. It was a decision that was to deeply influence my thinking and actions in the years ahead. What were the determining factors behind this decision? Why was I willing to pay any attention to this strange book? From whence came the urge to become acquainted with the contents of this lengthy treatise by completely unknown authors? After several decades of reading and thinking about the Urantia book, I have little doubt that spiritual guidance was the decisive factor in my finding and studying the book, just as it was the same spirit leading which influenced my human mind to persist in a quest for truth over several decades before encountering and receiving the book's revelatory message. During my long quest for mental and spiritual enlightenment, I had learned much about the lives and thinking of spiritual teachers and leaders, philosophers, theologians, and scientists. Most of these personalities and their writings were interesting. A few were inspiring, but with one exception, none were both inspiring and convincing. That exception was Jesus of Nazareth, as revealed in the New Testament. The problem I had with Jesus was the fragmentary, incomplete biblical record of his life and teachings, together with the multiplicity of sectarian interpretations of his message. I believe that Jesus was the greatest figure in human history, even though I realized that I understood all too little of his message and its implications. I longed to know more about this mysterious Son of God. The Urantia book was a marvelous answer to my felt need for more enlightenment about Jesus and his Heavenly Father. Here was a new revelation of Jesus and a vastly improved presentation of his saving message. And the wealth of additional background information about the cosmos and its creator was tremendously impressive and illuminating. In summary, a persistent hunger for truth led me to find the Urantia book and stay with it. Spiritual guidance prepared me for the new revelation and ensured my acceptance of this gift from God.